your girl Jade Ashley, and I want to welcome you back to an all new video of When the Beat Drops. And like always, I'm here to give you my 5 hottest beats in music of this week, so of course you gotta stay tuned for more. Okay guys, so let's dive into this week's beats. So my first beat of the week, I gotta talk about, literally this is like the hottest news of the week. It's literally everything that everybody's been talking about all week, and that is the release of Bobby Shmurda after like a good 6 years, I think it's been. He is finally released from jail. He's back home. He's back, with his family, his friends, his industry people. Like he's back, and to me, like I feel like I've kind of like witnessed literally like the entire whole situation, only just for as everyone else. Like I'm not solo, but I feel like I've witnessed the entire situation because I remember doing When the Beat Drops the week that he got arrested. I remember it was at Quad Studios in here, New York, in Times Square, and that's where they got picked up at. I just remember like the entire whole situation, seeing them in court, seeing like when they're gonna come out. Like I think I'm not too good with like the legal talk and stuff like that, but I just know one thing that they got arrested for, like the whole GS9 or whatever they got arrested for was a conspiracy. So I'm like, does that mean they technically didn't really do nothing, but you conspired that they was gonna do something, so you locked them up? Like they was down for a minute. So like he's been getting like a lot of love from literally everywhere, just because I guess what people think is, or what they're saying is, he went about things the right way. He got more time just because he kind of split the time with Rowdy Rebel. So, like he, did what he had to do for his best friend so they could get out around the same time. Because, Rowdy got out like probably like 2 months ago. I think he got out like November, December-ish or whatever. So, he didn't snitch. Like he literally just basically was a real nigga behind bars and stuff like that. And he's just getting like so much love. Like I think the first thing I thought, like when he finally got out, was I was like, damn, I remember doing When the Beat Drops and talking about when they got arrested and how like sad and how like damper the whole situation was. Matter of fact, let me insert a clip from when I first talked about it literally 6 years ago.
If you guys don't know, this past Wednesday, for those who don't know, but I'm sure everyone knows by now, this past Wednesday, Bobby Shmurda and GS9 or whatever, they were here in the city and they were recording at Quad Studios. NYPD busted in and they arrested all of them and stuff or whatever. Now, I look on my social media and I know a lot of people who have like opinions, but before I get into their opinions, let me read the charges that are like against them and stuff.
So yeah, that was back in the day when I was still doing When the Beat Drops and I was talking about it, and now here we go, fast forward 2021, he's out of jail. He's been getting so much love. I know like he's probably been getting interview requests left and right. I think his first real interview was actually with GQ. You just seen like so many videos and photos and stuff from the day that he got out this past Tuesday, and Quavo was there. I didn't even realize or knew that him and Quavo was like that, but Quavo was there, and they took a jet. I was kind of confused on why they was on a jet because he was locked up in New York. He's still in New York or whatever, but they was on a jet, and you just kind of just seen just like all of him, just him being showered with like so much love, so much. Many people was giving him like gifts and money, and just making sure that he was set up and done right. So I'm glad to see him back. Me, Brooklyn all day, every day. I'm not from Flatbush, but when he started popping and everything was going on a couple of years ago, I did live in Flatbush. So, but regardless of the fact, it's still Brooklyn all day, every day. So just to see, that he's out, just to see that he's getting the love that he deserves and stuff like that. Just to see how he handled his whole situation. Like everything that he has coming his way is definitely deserving. So many people are just wanting for him to just kind of like pick up back where he left off at, pretty much, because like he literally, that whole Brooklyn drill scene and stuff like that, like that was really, getting hype and stuff. And it's like literally at the start of his music career is when he kind of like just went down. So I think a lot of people just kind of want to see him just pick up back where he left off at, and just get to the music, give us some more classics and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to Bobby Shmurda, welcome home. And yeah, like this is literally a moment that people have been waiting for an extremely long time. So I can say that is one good thing that's happened in 2021 so far. So yeah, other than that, we're going to move on to my next beat of this week. And I have to talk about, now, I didn't do a video last week and I was going to talk about this, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit more better to talk about now just because it was a response to the whole situation. So from my understanding, there was kind of like a leaked track or something or whatever. It was some track with Meek Mill or whatever. And there was a line where he made like a Kobe Bryant reference. And literally all hell broke loose. Like people was on social media dragging him for the whole situation. And like he just kind of brushed it off. Like he really had this kind of like nonchalant, like I don't care, like they gonna drag you on the internet, y'all not supposed to make me feel no type of way type of attitude and stuff like that. But shit really, I don't want to say hit the fan, but he really kind of had to kind of like face the consequences of his words when Vanessa Bryant actually calls him out for the whole situation. So she actually posted a screenshot of the lyric or the bars with the Kobe reference in it. So just to read the reference real quick, it says, this B, I'm effing always telling me that she love me, but she ain't ever showed me. Yeah, if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper, it'd be another Kobe. So that was the line that had everybody going crazy. And this past week, you know, Vanessa Bryant, she responded and she said, "Dear Meek Mill, I find this line to be extremely insensitive and disrespectful, period. I'm not familiar with any of your music." Vanessa told Meek she is not familiar with any of his music. But I believe you can do better than this. If you're a fan, fine. There's a better way to show your admiration for my husband. This lacks respect and tact. So yeah, Meek thought everybody was just exaggerating. They was coming for him because, you know, he feels like, you know, he be crying about being attacked online, honestly. Like, I feel like every other day Meek is crying about people coming for him, and you know, that's really what the whole situation was and stuff like that. And I think like shortly after, you know, she kind of, you know, spoke out and said what she said through her Instagram story, he started kind of like making these tweets and stuff. The tweets necessarily wasn't directed at anyone, but you know, just because of what happened, a lot of people kind of thought that his tweets kind of referenced that whole situation and basically made it seem like as if he didn't care what the hell Vanessa said. But eventually he said, I apologized to her in private earlier today, not to the public. Nothing I say on my page directed to an internet viral moment or the family of a grieving woman. If you care about someone grieving, change the subject. So yeah, he said, basically, I said what I said. He got the backlash from it. He didn't give a damn until Vanessa said something. And then once Vanessa said something, everybody was trying to see what he was trying to say about the situation. He, you know, I guess didn't want to really address it publicly, but he said that he apologized to her privately and stuff like that. So what I want you guys to do actually is comment below and let me know if you thought that his, you know, Kobe reference was, you know, disrespectful. You thought people was dragging it. I just kind of feel like if it ain't nothing positive, like, oh, we miss Kobe and Gigi, rest in peace to them and all the people in the helicopter. Like, if there's nothing in that realm, just leave it alone. Or Kobe is the greatest basketball player of all time. I used to look like it. Just got to be nothing but love and positivity, I feel, from here on out when referencing Kobe, his family. Like those are just people you just kind of like don't play with, don't say nothing about, don't try to make no, you know, play on words unless it's something positive type of situation. I just kind of feel that's my opinion. But comment below and let me know your thoughts. Other than that, we're going to move on to my third beat of this week, and I have to talk about Miss ChloeXHalle. So this week they released the music video to their song Ungodly Hour, which is the title track to their latest album. And I'm sure y'all know ChloeXHalle, they are extremely talented. The album, if you haven't heard it, Ungodly Hour, is amazing. Vocals they give, the, you know, instrumentals, harmonies they give, they do it all the time. So if you didn't know, please get it together and figure it out and find out. But Ungodly Hour, they gave us looks, they gave us, you know, just pure I just feel like that's all I could describe it as. Like, they just gave us like amazing looks and stuff like that. Like, especially because they've been killing like literally all their performances like through quarantine. So they've been giving us like kind of like the visuals. So I just feel like for the official music video, you couldn't expect nothing less. I know Chloe, she had like this real silverish look with like a mask or whatever, and I was just absolutely here for it. You know, Halle, she had like this little chandelier type of look that was going on. Like they just served looks. Like the song is great, the harmonies is great, music is great. Like I said, get the album if you don't got it, if you ain't hear it. But for me, it was the visuals. It was literally the visuals. It was like, we already know that we could give y'all vocals and all of this. We got to give y'all these looks. And that's exactly what they did for the Ungodly Hour music video. I also admired the dance routines and stuff like that with their dancers and stuff. Like, they just serve. Like literally, they just serve. They serve in music. They serve outside of music. I don't know if you guys watched their show Grown-ish. Like, I know the show was supposed to be about Zoe, which is Yara Shahidi's, you know, characters from her perspective and stuff like that. But I just kind of feel like Chloe and Halle's characters, Sky and Jazz, are literally the best characters on the entire show. I don't know if y'all seen this week, but you know, Jazz, who's played by Chloe, and Doug, who's played by Diggy Simmons, like, I'm so here for them. Well, their characters, because you know, there was talks about whether or not they was in a relationship in real life and stuff or whatever, but that's another situation. So we just going to talk about in reference to Doug and Jazz. But you know, they're going a little something, they're going through a little something on the show. But you know, they had like a little change of events this past week, and yeah, like, I'm sure all fans of Grown-ish, they just rooting for Doug and Jazz. So yeah, but shout out to Chloe and Halle. Ungodly Hour, the music video was absolutely amazing. Now moving on to my fourth beat of this week, I have to talk about yet another new music video, and let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. Tink, she is so slept on. I feel like she's not talked about enough. We know Tink can sing her face off. We know lyrically, like pen game wise, she's just like crazy. And I just kind of feel like she's not talked about enough. I feel like she's not supported enough. I just kind of feel like, Tink, we need to do better. As a society, we need to do better when it comes to supporting her, because she is literally a rare talent. Like that's exactly what it is. Like, her voice is special. Like, it's just, I absolutely love Tink. But Tink, she also released a music video this week. So if you guys know, I think it was like around Christmas time, because Christmas is on a Friday, so I think it was like on Christmas Day, if I'm not mistaken. But she released her latest project, A Gift and a Curse, and she has like so many dope songs that I think one of the best songs, I feel, because it also made the R&B playlist on Apple Music, which is Bottom Bitch. That's the name of the song. But yeah, she released the official music video to Bottom Bitch, and like I said, she gonna serve you vocals, and she was definitely serving looks without a doubt for this one. So I personally cannot relate. I feel like I said this with a lot of songs, but I personally cannot relate to the topic about being somebody's bottom bitch, because y'all know me, 27 years in the game, and I've been single my entire life. So, but I cannot relate to this whole situation. But regardless of me not being able to relate to it, I just kind of feel like, you know, just the storytelling behind it, just the vocals, the way she just kind of like just delivers, is just all of that. And she was giving looks, so you know, pretty much the song is about like you just down for a nigga. Long story short, you his bottom bitch, you down for him, and you know, you treat him good, you know, you just that girl, like you just it. And niggas just don't appreciate it. Like, don't appreciate it. They sit here, they roll with the next girl, and you know, that's pretty much what the synopsis of the song is about. And then, you know, you have like the I guess it's like the police station scene or whatever. So Tink, she has like this whole little red look going on with the hair to match and whatnot. Then she got like the whole what's this thing called, mugshot thingy, and you know, and you just hold it like that. Like, I don't know, like, long story short, I just kind of feel like it was a good visual to go with the song and stuff like that, to go with the message of the song, the story that she's telling behind it. And I just kind of feel like, as a society, like I said, we need to support Tink more. We need to, you know, uplift her. I know that when she first came out and she was like really popping, she was under Timbaland and stuff like that, and everybody loved her, you know, because she was under a really big name absolutely loved her, but then obviously it kind of got quiet for a minute when it came to her, and then she just pretty much just let us know that she kind of just parted ways with Timbaland, and she's like independent and she's just doing this thing on her own, and she's just been releasing projects after releasing projects and nobody's talking about it. So if you don't got her latest project, like I said, that came out back in December, A Gift and a Curse, definitely cop it, listen to it. There's projects before that. What was it? What was the one before that? The romantic one, the one with the purple and the red and everything. Like she's dropping projects if y'all don't know. But shout out to Tink, because like I said, y'all need to stop sleeping on her. But other than that, we're gonna move on to my last beat of this week, and this one is completely freestyle. I mean, everything is freestyle, but right before I actually clicked play, I actually wanted to change my last beat. So for my last beat of this week, I wanted to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Party, just because that happened last week and I didn't do a video last week and I want to talk about it. So shout out to Megan and Party, excuse me. Megan and Party, they're so cute together. Y'all know me and Megan, we got the same birthday. Our birthday was this month. That's my birthday too. And so like I always say, I feel like we the same person, but I'm just happy for her. You know, Party, he kind of like put it out there that he wanted her, he got her, and they cute. Party been looking good. I say I like him a lot just because lyrically as a rapper, he's good. I just kind of feel like talent is attractive too. And, you know, it's a lot of rappers out here that's not lyrically, you know, put together, but that nigga could rap. So I'm happy for them, but we're not going to talk about that. So what I want to talk about actually for my last beat of this week is the new Hulu film starring Andra Day, the U.S. versus Billie Holiday, and I feel like she did an amazing job. Now the film literally just came out today as I'm recording, which is Friday and stuff like that, and I was watching the film like while I was like doing my hair and makeup, eating, all this other stuff. So I really got to sit and just watch the film, and she did an amazing job. Shout out to Andra Day. First of all, that's another person that the people don't talk about enough, you know, and stuff like that. Just her as Andra Day, she's extremely talented, vocal wise. Y'all know her song Rise Up. So yeah, she serves, like she's a real performer and stuff like that. But I seen a couple of interviews and stuff where she said that Lee Daniels, who directed the film, had to convince her, like she did not want to do this film, and he was after her, and he had to go to work just to make sure he could get her to play this role of Billie Holiday. And he knew what he was doing with this whole situation, from the look, from the vocals. Not that I ever doubted the vocals wasn't gonna be there. It's just she just did it. And me personally, I'll say I didn't know too much, especially when it came to her drug addiction, Billie Holiday. So I just kind of feel like she did a really good job of embodying, you know, literally the U.S. the U.S. versus Billie Holiday. The government was like legit just after her. Like, yeah, she had a drug addiction, but even so, they kind of took advantage of that, and they would do things like plant drugs on her, which she technically didn't have the drugs on her, just to have a reason to drag her back in, try to put her back in jail and stuff like that. And all she wanted to do was sing. That's all she wanted to do was sing. And one of the things that was like literally a issue from the jump that you'll see in the film when you do see it is Billie Holiday. She has this song called Strange Fruit, which is pretty much about all the bullshit that white people do and that they've been doing to black people for years. So, you know, Strange Fruit. And I think, I don't know if it's the same one or if it's like a different one, but I know, Nina Simone. So, but you know, they kind of talk about like the lynching of black people and stuff like that. That's kind of like the reference of like what Strange Fruit is. And Billie Holiday, she was singing Strange Fruit, and like literally the cops will come after her. Like they like even it was like one guy on her team that just kept telling her, you cannot sing the song. And I think it was like a scene where she sung the song, and like legit she couldn't even get like nothing but like the first 3 to 4 syllables of the song out of her mouth, and then they had to pull her off stage because it was like literally cops all the way in the back of the venue that she was singing at, that like just started rushing towards the stage the minute she started singing it. And it was just like really crazy. So to see that there was a drug addiction that just kind of like it contributed to her demise as well. But I just kind of feel like, you know, the government, you know, the po-po, the feds, the pigs, that's what people like to call them and stuff like that, they kind of preyed on the fact that she had a drug addiction, and they kind of used that to her advantage to try to have a reason to come after her. But Andrea Day, she did an amazing job, and I think this was probably like her first film, if I'm not mistaken. I saw the other day, I think she was on Wendy or something like that, and she said she purposely starved herself just so she can embody and look like, I guess, what Billie Holiday was going through that time, and you know, just kind of like seeing her deteriorate from like her drug use and stuff like that. So it was a really great film. I definitely recommend it if you have Hulu to watch it. I mean, if you don't have Hulu, get it. I use Hulu on a regular basis anyway, so it was just, you know, beneficial to me that I already had it, so it was easy for me to just watch it. But it was a really great film. Trevante Rhodes, his fine ass. Trevante been fine, y'all. He been fine. See, Trevante, I like him because he fine as hell and he quiet. He not one of them people that be out here on social media rah making noise, you know, all up in the videos, all up in the camera. Like Trevante, he quiet, he mind his business, he's talented, and he is fine. That body is crazy. If y'all don't know about Trevante, y'all should know about Trevante if y'all don't. But yeah, he's in the film too. He plays one of her love interests. It's just a really great film overall. Like, I definitely recommend The U.S. versus Billie Holiday, starring Andrea Day, directed by Lee Daniels. Is a great film. But other than that, those are my 5 hot beats of this week. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for tuning into this week's video. And of course, you know, I have to end every single video by reminding you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It would greatly be appreciated. Now, y'all know I cannot end this video without giving y'all my song of the week. And my song of the week is going to have to go to Pooh Shiesty. So my song of the week is Pooh Shiesty featuring Lil Durk with Back in Blood. And the reason why that's my song of the week is because Yaya Mayweather is not fucking with that song, and that's my song. So you know what? I'm gonna make Back in Blood my song of the week. So Pooh Shiesty featuring Lil Durk. Once again, I thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm gonna check y'all next time. So bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.